get a Jake, it's Chinatown.
Hello guys, hope you're going well and welcome back to another Foreign Film Friday. I have got some really great foreign films to talk about over the next few installments of our Foreign Film Friday series because recently I caught some really great foreign flicks at the Sydney Film Festival, so I cannot wait to start talking about these over the next few months, but I'm going to space it out because as we all know with foreign film distribution, unless you were catching these movies at festivals, it's going to take quite a while until they probably come out in your area, so we'll space things out. Okay, so for today we are talking about the Japanese film Shoplifters or Manbiki Kozoku, which translates as shoplifting family, and this one generated heaps of buzz coming out of the Cannes Film Festival earlier this year where it won the coveted Palme d'Or. So immediately all 3 screenings at the Sydney Film Festival sold out, so I was really lucky to be able to see this one. This is written and directed by Hirokazu Koreeda and opens on a father and son in a grocery store shoplifting. They've got each other's backs, they're like giving each other signals for when the coast is clear, and they are successfully like seasoned pros shoplifting the dinner from this grocery store. So on their way home after a very successful mission, they spot a young little girl who is out in the cold and looking miserable. So they decide to invite her back to their house with them. But yes, they take her from outside her home. Back at the Shibata family home, it is really cluttered and small. There are people and things absolutely everywhere. They're living on top of each other, higgledy-piggledy, like Granny is cutting her toenails at the table while Dad is slurping his noodles. There is absolutely like nowhere to swing a cat, to use a phrase that my mother would say. But there's something really warm about it. They're a really friendly family. They bicker and argue, but really deep down, they truly do love each other. And you can really see that warmth come through this sense of realness and imperfection in their home. Like things aren't perfect, but there is a real love and bond there between these people. Shoplifters is a family drama. It's an ensemble piece though. So you really do get a sense of all the characters. You get to spend a little bit of time sort of like in everybody's shoes. And for the first 2/3 of the movie, it's really about spending time getting to know the characters and seeing the struggles of what it's like to have to scrape by, where every single penny counts, money's really hard to come by. But on the weekends, spending time with those who you love the most is kind of what makes it all worth it. When eventually the little girl Yuri appears on the television in a missing persons, police report, the family make the unusual decision to hang on to her and not return her to her family. And this is where things start to get a little bit odd, that there's something more to this family than at first meets the eye. The most clever thing about the way this film is crafted is it's one thing that's actually disguised as another thing. And the only way I can really put that is that we see this whole film through the eyes of the young boy Shota. He's kind of like our window into this family. We're seeing things from everyone's point of view, but for the most part, him. And he is, in a sense, being shielded by the adults. So they're not telling him everything about the situation. Like any parent would do for their child, they're sort of shielding and protecting him from the full breadth of the situation. So he can just sort of have the most normal life that they can possibly give him in their poverty sort of situation. This family have come together and they're misfits of society, but to each other, they're truly bonded. And it's actually genuinely heartbreaking underneath. So that's what I say. It's masquerading as one thing, as this joyous, sweet, happy family film. But underneath, as we start to uncover piece by piece, especially towards the second half of the film, it's really quite tragic and sad. I found Shoplifters an absolutely beautiful, beautiful family portrait which cuts really deep at the core of what it really means to be family. What would you do if you could choose those people around you, who would you choose to spend your time with? Who would you choose to be your family? Is it blood? Is it those who stick by you through thick and thin? It was my favorite foreign movie of the festival, without a doubt. Guys, that is it from me today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Leave me your comments down below. Let me know if you've had a chance to see this one or if you're looking forward to it. I'd really love to know. Don't forget, you can also subscribe to my channel here and keep up to date with all things movies and TV. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.